want to know what Jesus has done for me? Wow. Let me put it like this. The total essence of his life gave me the wisdom, the will, and the strength to live the total essence of mine. He would not want any man to live any less than he did. Because you see, Jesus was born a Jew. He wasn't a Christian. It was his teachings that created Christianity. Jesus was born a Jew, and he felt it was his primary purpose in life to change the Judeo-Christian religion. And even then it wasn't Judeo-Christian. Let's go back into history a little bit, okay? It was Kabbalah Jew. And the Kabbalah Jews, they're not the Jews in Israel today. I'm not hating on them. I'm not a hater. But reality is, the Kabbalah Jews, they look like me. The Israelites, they look like me. What Jesus do? Jesus gave us a blueprint by which we should live and believe in our own beliefs and what faults we find in our own individual culture. You could be Igbo, Wolo, Hutus, Donnies, it don't matter. You could be Gaelic, Wiccan, Celtics, Druze, it don't matter. It's not about Jesus. Jesus wasn't even about Jesus. Jesus was about God. Oops, got you. Jesus wasn't teaching about himself. Jesus was teaching about God. You understand where I'm coming from? He wasn't teaching about himself. These people took Jesus because they saw him as a tool by which they could manipulate the rest of us. And if he was here right now, he'd do the same thing he did before. He'd rail against the system. All right, what's up, brother? He would rail against the system. He would do the same thing he did before because he railed against the system when he was here before. Why do you think they killed him? You want to know about Jesus? Let me tell you about my brother. He wasn't my God. He wasn't the son of my God. He was my brother. And he came here to change some things because there's some things that need to be changed. I want to tell you about Jesus. He would sit here and tell you the same thing I'm telling you right now. The way this country is needs to change. You can't be killing Trayvon Martin. You had to pay for beating Rodney King. Young boy 13 got shot in the back from a security guard, and the man said he had to stand his ground. Let me tell you what Jesus would do. He'd go off. That's what he did when he was here. He tore up the temples and the synagogues. That's what he taught us. That's what he gave us all to do. Why ain't we doing it? You want me to tell you about Jesus? Lesson to learn. Lesson to learn. I understand what you're trying to accomplish because you're coming at it from your perspective. But I'm going to tell you what Jesus would do, okay? He would do the same thing he did then. Because people came at him from his Jewish culture, his Jewish belief, his Kabbalic beliefs. And he told them, well, there's some things that you think you know about what you believe in that you need to change. Isn't that what Jesus did? Am I wrong? This is what he did. He brought change to the people who believed what he believed in. That's what Jesus did. Oh yeah, and you know, as they were looking at me, they heard what I said. Because he brought change. He said, you think you believe in the proper way. He went against the taxation. He went off when it came to the taxation, because it was his own people, the Jewish, quote unquote, Jewish people, who were administering the taxation of his own people for the Romans. Really? So his own people was abusing his own people, and he wouldn't stand for it. Tell you what Jesus did for me. He taught me a lot of things. He taught everybody something, but nobody seems to be listening. They took the Bible, James, Paul, Isaiah, Elijah, Isaac. But you know, that Bible, that ain't all. There's actually 66 books to the Bible. And I call it the Bible of Jesus. Okay? Even Jesus had his own book. Mary had her own book. Ruth got a book. James got a book. John got a book. Everybody's got a book. But they only took a certain section of books, put it together and said, well, we can use this. But that's why we're still in trouble, because this is what he did for us. I recommend everybody go to seminary school, and I mean deep seminary school. I'm not talking some fly-by-night, if you might, teaching to become a pulpit pimp, and learn about the true books. Actually, I think there's more than 66, but I ain't gonna go there. They'll say 66 on the radio. I know there's more. The Dead Sea Scrolls, that's the original, written in Aramaic. That's original, and Jesus didn't write them. Jesus taught from them. Let me tell you what Jesus did. A man who lived by what he believed in and was willing to die for it. Everybody else is trying to live and not willing to die for what they believe in.